Fatredguy hit you with a slam. We reacted to Fear No Evil and Clock Tower Mayhem. This is my jam. So hit subscribe and hit the hype, hit the like. About to get into this video right now, alright? You already know I got the sickest flow on here on the Mo Control. Reacted to Grace OST. Uncle Fatredguy on the beat. About to do this so you can't be put to sleep. Let's get right now. It's about to go down. Slam that like right now. And let's jump into the crowd. Y'all know if it's lyrics, we dissecting it, man. Okay. Okay. All right, it's like a start of a stage, like in a game. You got the stats, you got Grace, eyes. Okay. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay. The time is coming down. Don't stop it now. The bells tolls, please your judgment. Meaning the time, you know, it's the status of danger. Okay. These red and gray corridors. Only upwards to go for eternity. You don't want to go down. You want to go up. Okay. And I don't know if he's in representation of like the devil or representation towards evil, but you're trying to go up for eternity. And you know, eternity, you know, if you're a Christian, you know, that's literally you leaving, you know, your soul leaving, you going to heaven. You feel me? Okay. Fruits of knowledge, is they talking about Adam and Eve? Okay, the knowledge of the garden. Let's see. Waves lifted by our Father's guidance. Okay, so it could be tomorrow, meaning, you know, life could be over any time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep moving by your Father's guidance. Okay. Okay, so I like how they said, he said, I never say die, meaning you won't give up on life. You'll keep on going, you know, regardless of what you did bad, you know, you're going to be like, okay, I did a sin, but I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to live life better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to improve by what I did. You feel me? But in this illustration, it's definitely good versus evil. I like that vibe. You know, every time in these Grace OSTs, and then it's kind of like a medieval type beat. This is like giving me medieval techno, okay? Medieval techno. And I'll tell y'all, bro, I got a techno story. One time we actually crashed somebody's, you know, wedding party. It was a few years back. They had it at a club. Didn't know, but I actually had a bartender friend, you know, don't drink. But hey, we was getting like free drinks basically, you know what I'm saying? And I literally got a hangover, but they was playing techno. And when I say you got to have energy for techno, you got to have energy. Your energy got to be up there, bro. I'm going to be honest. Them white boys is going crazy in there. Techno, like, dude, come on, get a drink. They the ones that got me messed up, literally, but I had a good time that day. But techno, I really, actually, I don't love techno, but I like it. I like it. It's a form of hip hop in a sense. And yeah, that was a crazy story though. Okay, I like that. Okay. Let's go. Lord be with you, with your spirit, lift up your hearts. Guide our hands to righteousness and truth. You know, everything we do, we try to do, you know, from the cloth of God, from the cloth of Jesus. I like that. Okay, humility comes with wisdom and grace. And we know as wisdom, we grow wisdom as we age. Basically, the things that you've been through, the things that God put you through, you kind of grow that wisdom. You know, and grace is what God gives us from the mistakes that we make. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I like that they got the stats, the grace in the eyes. Hey, that's all what's up right there. Embrace your love as you do yourself. Okay, I like that. Hey, okay. It's like a soundtrack at the end. Okay, something shooting from the earth. What is going on? Okay. Is this kind of like, in a sense, God's guidance for us? And then this is the cross. Okay, so you basically killed the devil, or whatever this creature was. Okay, the Illuminati creature, whatever. You basically killed it. You allow God to guide you to where you was going. You know what I'm saying? Throughout his grace, you just let God guide you, you know, in this world. You seen the world right there, and it going up is basically the guidance, you know, that God was doing for you. And then you killed the entity that was trying to destroy you, all right? Another banger. I like this one. I actually like this one. This one had a good message. A lot of y'all be like, dang, you dissecting the lyrics. The lyrics matter as much as the OST, bro, when it comes to grace. You know, it matters as much as the OST. To really know the story, you need to follow them words, bro. You need to follow them words, you know, and it's just not the OST, which I love it with these grace tracks. It kind of just brings you down there. You feel me? I feel like I'm at church, you know what I'm saying? Getting the word with these grace OSTs, you know, especially if you listen to the words and everything that's going with it. But this is definitely a vibe. This one itself, I will rate this a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love all the OSTs that actually have the lyrics, because I used to be a freestyling rapper. I still freestyle sometimes, you know, by myself, kind of spit flows as y'all seen in the beginning, but I was just playing around. You feel me? I can get lyrical. I can get on some J. Cole stuff. Kendrick Lamar ain't got nothing on me. Okay, it will hurt, but I'll heal your soul, and it'll be stronger than ever before. Please stand. Please stand by. Please hold on. And after it's all over, we'll be together forever. A bond unbreakable by all. Please hold on, my love. I don't want to lose you forever and ever and ever. So I'm guessing in the beginning it was just talking about, you know, the love someone has actually with a person, you know, and that person could be dealing with some things mentally, you know, saying, you know, regardless of what you go through, love conquers everything. Even if it's mentally something that you're going through, love conquers it, you know? Just somebody reaching out to be like, what you going, you know, try to listen to see what you actually going through. You know, it could be anything that's in your life. Ultimately, love is like the biggest thing that molds us human beings together. I feel like, through everything, and I like how, in one of the actual songs, it says agape, which is the Greek word for love, I like how it was put that way, and, in different regions, how love, is explained in different ways. And it's the same with everything, love conquers all. I'm sorry if I'm stumbling a little bit, sometimes just on these songs, I just be thinking in my head, even when it goes on, So I mean, just remember, bruh, love is out there for all. If you're going through anything or anything like that, man, love will conquer all, man. You could reach out to me. You could reach out to anybody. You know what I'm saying? That love will help you move on in life, man. Real talk, man. God is full of love. So God's going to help you with that love as well, You feel me? I'm kind of in my head, I know, man. Let's make sure this turned up. Okay, I like the tinkles in here. And, this song is around the sentiments of what was said in the beginning, keep holding on. And as you can see, it just gives you that type of vibe, to keep holding on, keep, standing on, regardless of what you're going through. You're going to triumph through whatever you're going through in life, and this right here, this OST kind of gives me that feeling, don't give up. It's going to eventually get better. And I know we're going to see the breakdown in the ending, for this. Make sure it's turned up a little bit more right here because this beat is a little low. Okay. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that, but I told y'all we was gonna see that. We was gonna see the way that the beat breakdowns eventually in this, and I knew it was coming, but I thought it was more towards the end. But it went faster than I thought it would ever come in this situation. All right, so I wasn't even ready for that. Okay. Hey. Hey, come on. I like how it sped up. I mean, it's giving me the vibe like, in the beginning it was saying I'm holding on, I'm going to, stay in this race of life, or, whatever I'm going through, I'm going to stay in the race, and I'm going to keep on going to the end. And then when the beat kicking up, it's saying, hey, I'm in here. I'm in here right now. I'm in this fight. I'm in life right now. Regardless of what's going on, I'm going to win. And I'm going to really give life a fight. I'm going to really give that love a fight, And I like it. I love it. And once again, man, the drum really, I love how the drum really gets its, peak in these OST, these great OSTs, whoever playing the drum, how the drum is going back, the drum is really playing a big part in these OSTs, and really carrying a beat. I love it though. The drum is my favorite instrument. If you guys don't know, man, I always wanted to actually be in the orchestra. I really always wanted to play the drum, especially as a kid. Just seeing them drums go off, and people switching, the what was it? Freak, man. I know I'll be stumbling, man. You get the brain fart, you feel me? But the drumsticks, flickering the drumsticks, doing all these tricks with the drumsticks. Just seeing that, I was always in amazement, especially as a kid, when people actually did that. Going to these parades, downtown, Thanksgiving Day parades. I always loved the Thanksgiving Day parades, when they had all the, floaters and everything like that, was always a joy, especially when the drum squad came and just tat, 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 just drumming, going crazy out there. I love the breakdown on this, man. It really goes hard. I ain't gonna cap, man. This really goes hard, and I like how these OSTs really shine out. It ain't just something that's in the background of a game, It's something bigger than that, And this right here, I like how it always changes up, so kind of where you're at in the story, of whatever somebody's going through in life, And this right here is kind of the uphill battle towards the end. This is kind of the uphill battle, towards the end of that beat. How the beat switch. Now it's the uphill battle on what's going on. You kind of got that hold now. You done went through the struggle. It was a fight, but towards the end, you're holding on, and you kind of winning that fight, Right here. How the melody just switches up. Like, keep on holding on, you won't make it. Y'all know how that beat is. It's kind of saying, hey, I'm about to congratulate you. You made it this far. I'm congratulating you. I like that. There you go, man. Like I said, agape, victory of love. You know, and it even shows it right there. Like I said in the beginning, it's, you know, it was representing love. You know, how it had the lyrics in the beginning, you know, saying to hold on. And it's saying at the end, the victory of love. So towards the end, it took that victory lap as you seen the orchestra, you know, in the OST kind of changed up. It was kind of saying it's a victory lap right here. You know, and in the middle, you kind of had the point where it was like, you know, don't give up. You in this battle right now. You in this fight right now. You know, it's a hell of a fight. I ain't going to lie to you, but if you keep agape there, love is going to conquer everything, you know, regardless of what you're going through. You know, the love of God is going to conquer everything. The love of humanity, you know, in a broken world, in a broken society, all these things are going to come together in the center point to actually give you that love to be able to conquer everything. Regardless of what you're going through, love is at the height of everything. You know, some people don't feel the love. They may not feel the love. Maybe it's what you're doing, you know. Maybe it's at your household. You know, you're not feeling love from your family. You're not feeling love from this, that. You know, you're not getting the love to strive to do what you want to do, to conquer your goals, to get to the next level in life. Love is at that center point. So I like how it brings it there. I did stumble on some of the things, but I know y'all got the gist of what I'm saying. You feel me? It's really deep, and I love these Grace OSTs because I get to really hone into it. I really get to listen, and it's just not, you know, the OST. It's always a message within it. If you listen to it, and it's in the beginning, the breakdowns, everything, it's at a center point somewhere where it's like, this is the victory. This is the point when, you know, you're going through the war, the fight, whatever you want to call it. And this is the point when this is a celebration at the end. So, you know, I love how everything comes together so great.